I am so sorry that happened. That is because of copyrighted music. I think it's because since I muted my mic and I forgot to turn it back on, that caused the music only to be picked up, and then it just happened super fast. Sorry about that. But before I left, somebody asked about the blue lines, and I don't think my mic was turned on. Were they, if you're still here, were you referring to the blue ribbons right here? Oh, the 192-day lines. So what those are market cycles, and they're a way of visualizing swing highs and swing lows. So you can see that from the original 192, we got 192. That was pretty dang close to our top, and we have been trending downwards the entire time. And if we put in a new low starting at the beginning, or even right here, for the next 192 days, we were probably trending upwards, testing some of these higher highs. And that is one way of visualizing market structure. It's all using the square factor of 9. So from there, you can cut these into 24-day chunks and then 12-day chunks, 6-day, 3-day, 30 day and 12 hours, so 36 hours, 18 hours, and then 9 hours if you do want to get that low. I don't typically do that. Usually I'll leave them about 24 to 12-day chunks. But since we are getting so close, I just went ahead and went out and did a couple of 3-day and 6 days just to kind of visualize what would happen. I hope the majority of people that got cut off realized I started another one and didn't just abandon them without saying goodbye. But I do have to get to some early sessions tomorrow. So in about, I would say 10 minutes or so, I'm probably going to cut the stream short. I know I've done that pretty much every single time. You can probably expect that to happen a lot more in the future. But I mean, nothing really else to talk about. We just gotta let price action work itself out. I'm sure by the next live stream on Friday, there will be a lot to talk about because I am sure that there is going to be a massive move coming here within the next 2 to 3 days. Do toy. Not eat toy. Not a normal dogfish, but it's okay. It's okay, buddy. Looks like we're gonna get pinched between these two lines here. It's a little bit of back and forth action. Maybe a bounce here, maybe up here. Boo, boo, doo, doo, doo. And from there, make a decision. Either go up or go down. I really don't want my live streams to turn into me just yelling at fish the entire time. Because whenever I'm in a Discord call with, you know, someone for a session, or if it's one of my friends I'm just playing video games with, 90% of it is probably just me telling fish to not do this or that. It's it's ridiculous. But like, I swear, man, every single time I start a session, it just starts acting up. He just wants attention. An hour that I don't. Lay down. Good dog. Yeah, I really need to. Wireless charging pad not working. Not eat toy. That might have been why. Now it should work. My friend got me a Millennium Falcon wireless charging pad. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. No, 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 no. No, no, no. I think I'm gonna have to take that toy away from him, or else his insides are gonna be nothing but plastic. Hey Kite, how come you no longer use your indicator? It's just because I really don't do a lot of trading that requires indicators anymore. And the ones that I do use, I'll just have RSI and MACD with money flow, and that gives me everything I need to know. I used kite crossing back in the day because it was a good stepping stone, just for general trends and momentum. But I've been really trying to catch, the very tops or very bottoms of price action. In order to do that, you kind of have to abandon indicators, because if you're waiting on indicators to tell you what to do, you're gonna get a little bit less great entries, and that means you won't have as good stop losses, which means you won't be able to use as high as leverage, which means you won't be able to make as much money. So I've been relying more on my charts rather than my indicators, and I think that is the best thing you can do when you're trading, is learn how to read charts rather than indicators. And that's going to give you better entries, better stop losses, more leverage, less risk, higher profit. Yeah, those higher swing time frames are definitely great. Not saying that you can't get good entries on it, but I'm just more focused on getting like exact tops or exact bottoms, and that's just the cream of the crop, man. I really don't think there's any better way to trade because it's just been so profitable trading these ranges to their fullest potential each time, and just old fashioned trading. I mean, there's no reason to really complicate this. Yeah, that's why I always recommended to turn predictive closes off because that's definitely going to give you a lot less of repainting.
Good. That's good. Me, I've been, I've been good.
Says the guy with a million lines on his chart. Yeah, I know it's kind of hard to read, but it definitely is worthwhile. Okay. And it really isn't that much if you really understand what's happening. That's why I always like to mark out the most significant lines at any given point in time, but I like to have the other ones on there for future support and resistance as well. The orange lines are the macros, which with logarithmic turned on are accurate. The red line right here is from previous price action, which is being used as resistance right now, so I do want to keep that on there. These yellow lines are from this piece of market structure right here. And I mean, I know there's a million lines, but that is what's necessary. Now, if there was a way to delete previous lines, like over here, like lines that don't matter, and I just have future lines, I would love that. But unfortunately, I can't have that. Yeah, the box setup, I liked a lot because it was just confined. It was definitely a great way of trading. I had a little bit more skewed trading style back then. If I would have utilized the box to its fullest potential, I would have been great. But Gann fans work pretty much the same exact way as I was doing. I was basically just drawing all the Gann fans from scratch, using fib retracements and just a clear horizontal or clear diagonal line. And then from there, I could use fib retracements and just connect the dots, and it drew my Gann fans for me. That was when I was pretty much, just starting to get into expanding my horizons with trading and just experimenting. And I found that myself, and you know, eventually people brought it to my attention. Have you seen Gann boxes? It's pretty much the same exact thing as you're doing. And I started looking more into Gann and what his method was, which his actual method is something that I don't think a lot of people would subscribe to. But the square factor of 9 and Gann fans are absolutely fantastic, and I live by them now, because over the past couple of months I've been using them. The amount of times that have, we've been on an absolute up run or there's been a gigantic spike, like right here, for example, okay? Gigantic spike up, hits a Gann fan exactly on the dot, and it gets rejected. I took a market short from right here. I had an instant 80% profit just off of that trade right there. And the reason why I made that is because I can see from previous price action that this Gann fan right here was resistance this entire time. We tapped off it right here, we tapped off it right here, we tapped off it right here. So I was just playing the stakes, man. I was just saying, okay, boom, this is a macro resistance right here. Took a short off of it, boom, it pays off. So Gann fans, even though you have 1,000 crazy lines, if you can learn how to utilize them correctly, you will make tremendous profit. Are you entering long already, or wait till you're a little support? So I have entered a long, okay, off of this support right here. Okay. So if this is broken, we probably will start trending downwards. I have a swing position from 7,640, and then I have a long right here, 25x long, and my stop loss is right under this. So I have it right about here at 1,096, and if it does break out to the downside, my swing will just carry me all the way, make up for the losses I accrued right here. But if we do bounce right here, even if we come all the way up to here, that's about 25% right there, 30%. So I'm fine with that. But if we do break out to the upside and break this Gann fan right here in particular, which is a 3-to-1, we could start trending upwards to maybe this Gann fan or this Gann fan, which that could be an easy 75 to 80%. I'm pretty sure it's just how to set up Gann fans. Is the name. It's not too far back. I think I've only had a couple live streams since that video. But I think if you type in how to set up Gann fans on YouTube, I think it's the first video that pops up. Maybe it's because I'm logged into my account. How to set up Gann fans. Yep, it's the first video right here. But there's plenty of other guys that do it for you. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna start saying goodbye now. I know I'm cutting the stream short by an hour and 30 minutes, but I don't feel like there's a whole lot left to talk about. We've gone over what needs to happen in order for what to happen, and just as a quick recap, I am expecting a breakout to the downside here soon. This would be my target right here. Now we have two targets for this. All right, we have this target here, and we have that target there. Okay, so if we do have a breakout to the downside, you can either expect us to fall down to the 8-to-1 at about 66.82, or we could just use this target right here and fall down to, I'd probably say about 6,904 would probably where we would bounce. But a couple things to look out for is a inverse head and shoulders, which would be a reversal pattern to the upside. We would start trending upwards, or a breakout after this to 5.5K. You would really want to see price action get above, I'd say 7,555 to really start setting in some higher highs and just trending upwards entirely. yeah, that's my quick recap of the night, some of my targets. And if we do break out to the upside, this would go into play right here. So that would bring us up to 7,621 on the low side, and then 7,803 on the higher side, if that was to come into play. Now, my bet's on the downside. But if we do break this Gann fan and hold this support, maybe it's going to be a descending triangle that breaks out to the upside. Because not all bearish patterns break out to the downside, not all bullish patterns break out to the upside. We've seen that happen many times. So I'm playing the probability, but there's definitely a chance that we do break out to the upside. There always is. Somebody could come in with $1 billion and start pumping the price. Aaron Crypto, thank you very much, man. Thank you for having me. Thank you for stopping in and watching the stream. Happy New Year's to you too, man. Peter JP, thank you too, man. I appreciate it. Ronnie, thank you, man. I really do appreciate you guys for the last year and what you guys have done for me, because these live streams and this one-on-one group has really pushed me into learning new topics and new areas of trading, and really just getting my shit together when it comes to trading and being profitable. But thank you guys very much for making me stay on top of my game. And it's going to be a great year, guys. It really is. I do think that we will be trending upwards for the first half of 2020. I wouldn't expect a full breakout to the upside and start setting new all-time highs until maybe this time next year. So don't expect anything too crazy out of crypto right now, but it's been awesome, guys. It really has. I look forward to it, man. I really want to set up this group. I want to set up this channel. I want to definitely become a huge influence on you guys in terms of making you guys understand the educational side of trading. It's not all about money and having the best indicator to tell you exactly when to enter a trade. I want to make sure that I build knowledge bases around you guys, because like I always said, we're trying to make wealth, and wealth doesn't start with cash. It starts with knowledge on how to make cash, and that's what we're going to be doing. So I appreciate it, guys. Never settles. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Stefan, good night to you too, man. Or good morning. I don't know I forgot where you live. Don Johnson, thank you very much. Azil, if that's Azil, is that how you pronounce it? Thank you very much, man. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping in the stream. Gizmo, thank you, man. I appreciate it. All right, guys, I'm going to be heading off to bed. And like I said, if you guys want to have access to my Telegram channel, follow me live, all that good stuff, it's in the description, Patreon page. And yeah, appreciate it, guys. The awkward part where I have to go down and find the end stream button. This. All right, bye, guys. Love you. Oh, wait. No. I can't find it. This is the awkward part. Oh, no. I might be here for even longer. Okay, there's the end stream button. Bye, guys.